Hello watch fans, it's been quite some time since I dropped my last video and I truly apologize for that. Work has been quite hectic for me and hopefully things will get a little bit better after this. Today I'll be talking about the Seiko 5, a bit about its history as well as some of the pieces that I have. Hope you enjoy it. Hi guys, so I hope everyone is safe and taking the necessary precautions amidst the times that we are in. My thoughts and prayers to those who are in the front lines battling this battle for us. So back to the topic at hand, Seiko 5. A lot of people have said that the Seiko 5 is a gateway to automatic watches, and I think that's pretty true. There's many good reasons on why the watch is considered a very good beginner's watch. Let's get into some background and history. The Seiko 5 line of watches was introduced in 1963. It was a series that was targeting a younger crowd at the time who were looking for affordable yet stylish watches. When it was released, a host of innovations came along with it. The first is the die-shock resistant design, an answer to the Swiss Inca block design. Another was the Diaflex mainspring, Seiko's proprietary mainspring heralded for its durability. Here's a little quiz for you guys. Though I suspect that many of you might already know the answer to it, especially if you've been a watch fan for a long time. What does the 5 actually mean? Is it A, a tribute to the 5 men and women who designed the watch? Or B, the 5 attributes that the watch has? C, the 5th prototype of the line of watches that was created? Or D, the 5 elements representing earth, wind, water, fire and ether, or void in Japanese philosophy? The answer according to Seiko is the 5 attributes that the watch has, which are: number 1, automatic winding; number 2, a day-date displayed in a single window; number 3, water resistance; number 4, a recessed crown at the 4 o'clock position; and number 5, durable case and bracelet. Over time, the Seiko 5 line has expanded to various subcategories such as the Seiko 5 Sports, Seiko 5 Actors, Seiko Sportsmatic 5, and just the usual Seiko 5. Seiko 5s has had a variety of movements since its inception, but they all carry a common and desirable trait. All of them are known for being workhorse movements, capable of running for many years or even decades without service and maintenance. Another trait of this series of watches is its general affordability. You can easily find some models brand new at about 60 to 70 US dollars. Among some models of Seiko 5s that I have my eyes on right now is the Seiko SNXS 79. It's a Rolex Oyster Perpetual homage and I think it looks absolutely killer. The other one would be the SRP 83K1, which is actually the Brian May Red Special. I think it's a really good looking watch and it's also modeled after, or at least a tribute to Brian May, the guitarist for Queen, if you know. And I love playing the guitar, so it's actually a very special watch to me as well. However, I don't think it actually justifies the €560 price tag. Another Seiko 5 that I was really looking at that I really wanted is the Seiko 5 Nautilus, the Seiko Nautilus. It has a little bit of resemblance to the Patek Nautilus and it looks really good as well, but however it's discontinued. And on the second-hand market, it's commanding quite a premium, so it's very difficult to find, unfortunately. On to my own Seiko 5s. I personally own 2, which are the SNKL23, a piece which Hodinkee labeled as the $1 million proposition, and the SNKD97, which is a watch that I'm coming to appreciate more and more, the latter being a gift from my better half some 9 years ago. Both watches are really good looking watches in my eyes, and again, at about $80, it's really hard to beat. You can see all the dings and scratches that the watches have here, as I've worn them quite a bit. Seiko is famous for its lume, which is the Lumi Bright, and they have graciously also included it here in their cheapest line of mechanical watches. I actually doubt that there is any other brand of watch that would provide this kind and this level of lume for watches at this price range. They really are bright and do last quite a long time. The one thing that the Seiko 5s are notorious for are their bracelets. They generally have hollow end links and are made from pressed metal. The clasps are also stamped. Interestingly, in my opinion, all these attributes actually make them among the most comfortable bracelets that I've ever worn. They rattle and jingle, but boy are they comfortable. What do I think about the day-date complication? I'm actually not a fan of the day complication, as I think unless one is caught in a situation like how we are in now, one should know the day of the week. As for the crown at 4, like I mentioned in my review of the SKX013, I don't find that it is extra comfortable as I never had issues with crowns at 3, but I can see for some people who like to wear it snug towards the palm benefiting from it. I do have to note that the crown for the SNKL23 is recessed into the case, and that actually makes it a little hard to pull out because the gap to insert your nail is quite small, so I have had difficulties in adjusting the time and date for this watch. I had the unfortunate incident of dropping my SNKL23 from about 1.5 meters straight down to concrete. After that, the watch was running at more than a couple of minutes fast per day, and I knew that I had to get it serviced. I was actually considering whether I need to get it serviced because I wasn't very sure what was the price of servicing a watch at that time. In the end, I decided to go for it, and fortunately in Malaysia, the service cost for watches from a reputable watchmaker isn't that much, and I managed to get it done at about $25, and it is now running at about 10 seconds fast daily. However, if you are located somewhere else where servicing a watch is expensive, I think it would just make better sense to just get a new one. Unless I am very much mistaken, all Seiko 5s come with Hardlex glass, which is proprietary to Seiko. They are harder than acrylic, but not as scratch resistant as sapphire. So if you get scratches on them, they are pretty much there to stay. The only other way to make it shiny again is to get a replacement crystal. These are how the watches look on my 5 3/4 inch wrist. The SNKD97 has a diameter of 36.5 mm and a lug-to-lug of only 41 mm. I really like how the SNKD97 looks like a great everyday watch, and I think it gives off a bit of the Explorer 2 vibe. The SNKL, on the other hand, has a diameter of 38 mm and a longer lug-to-lug of 45.5 mm. This watch I really like for how it looks quite dressy, and in different lights you can see the stripes on the dial, or at certain angles it looks completely black. My final thoughts on this legendary series of watches, the Seiko 5. I wouldn't hesitate to introduce this watch to someone who really wants to get into the world of mechanical watches. Its relatively affordable prices, as well as the option of having a see-through case back, really does allow for someone to look at the back and really enjoy how and learn about how a mechanical watch ticks. So let me know, what do you think about the Seiko 5 range of watches, and please leave them in the comments below. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. It really does encourage me to produce more content. I really do enjoy producing more content as well. Thanks again for watching, and see you guys in the next video.